Hi, my name is Allison Van Rassel, and I am a coffee enthusiast. Every country, every culture, every family has a way of preparing coffee. People in Italy, for example, don't prepare coffee like those in the Latin Americas or even here in Quebec City. And the beauty is in diversity, and all these beautiful cultures come together to celebrate coffee in a coffee shop. Let's discover a few. Oh my God, it smells so good in here. Hello.
Bonjour.
What are you preparing?
So this is a Colombian hot chocolate.
Okay.
So what really makes the difference is that we don't use powder. So we'll use the plain cacao beans.
Yes.
We use cloves, cinnamon, and there's no milk in it. Sugarcane water is really something that we drink in Colombia, just like that,
wow,
with bread in the morning. Usually, so it's really something that traditionally it's really from the poor class families. So that's what we use for the hot chocolate too.
Oh my God, the famous churros.
Churros Lamolet.
Thank you, Kathy, for welcoming me in your cafe.
We're really glad.
It's so bustling. There's so many people here right now.
Yes, we're really excited.
Tell me a little bit about Lamolet. Where did it begin?
It was like a dream from three friends. They were making bread, etc. in the university. So one of them said, I think we can make a bakery.
You expanded in the bakery because it is foremost a bakery, but how does coffee fit in the situation?
You always need coffee with your bread. It's like a rule. So
they go together. Laurence, Cynthia, thank you so much for welcoming me in your space. How would you describe this environment?
Well, Saint-Suave Librairie Café is a coffee shop located in Saint-Sauveur neighborhood, but we're also a bookstore and we do events.
You're also a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community. How do you explain that?
Well, being in the community ourselves, we wanted to create a space where everyone felt welcome, and one also that we wish we had when we were younger.
Yeah.
Because a lot of queer spaces are centered around alcohol, and we wanted to create something else.
The bakery, it's from a lot of countries, so also the coffee. That's what we are trying to do, like the coffee from different regions, but also different kind of coffee or with different machine, a cafe. I think that for that, I'm gonna leave you with Ulises.
Oh, for real?
He's the expert.
Cheese balls.
Cheese balls?
Cheese balls.
Where are these from?
Brazil.
Oh my God. What coffee would you use with this?
Normally in Brazil, it is eaten with just regular coffee, an Americano or a filter coffee. It's very normal to eat it with a coffee,
really?
Not just alone.
That's amazing. So I just walk in the cafe and right away I smell the products that you're working with. You tell me the story of your cafe and the environment here is just absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
It's different, eh? It's different from the carnation.
It's absolutely, it's super aromatic.
Yeah.
Where am I traveling with this?
So everywhere in Colombia.
Pretty much?
Yeah, everywhere we drink the Colombian hot chocolate. Some things change depending if you put milk on it or not. And some people don't like it with cloves and cinnamon.
Already I feel as though I'm traveling Colombia, but I'm in Saint-Sauveur. What brought you here to Saint-Sauveur?
So we came here as refugees 21 years ago on Desoblas Street.
Yes.
So we were just in front of the Royaume de la Tarte at the time.
Yes.
So first, it was logic to open a business in a neighborhood that we know.
We live in the neighborhood and we like the neighborhood, and we thought that there was some spaces missing. So when we opened the coffee shop, there was
3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
There was not a lot of coffee shops, so we thought it was something that was needed for the neighborhood. And also, the library is very small. There was no bookshop, so we thought that our space could be the answer to that.
So you are welcoming the community, but you're also giving a space for the community to express itself.
Yep.
Why is that important to you?
Well, it's important because I think expressing ourselves is just a way of communicating together and feeling closer together. It's just another space where people feel welcome. So
The environment where you can be yourself.
Yep.
We don't find that a lot. What about the coffee aspect? Where does that all fit in?
because we are speaking to the queer community, but we also want it to be a place for the neighborhood. We know that we are in a neighborhood where we have a lot of different people. So there are younger people, students, we have families, we have young professionals. So one of the ways we try to be open to our community is that we're trying to be affordable for everybody. So we try to keep our prices low, and we try to make homemade food that is good, simple, not too complicated, because we don't want to scare people off.
It's the classics.
Yeah, we're trying to stay classic.
Ulisse, you decided to showcase many different ways of preparing coffee here.
Yes.
Why? Why was that important to you?
It's because here in Lamolet we try to show multiculturalism. In the beginning of Lamolet, we try to give to the immigrants their products at the same time to show to the Quebecois that there are other things.
Yeah.
And we try to sell from a lot of parts of the world. Mm-hmm. But in the coffee part, we have explored what else we can show. So that's why we have improved recipes from the Vietnamese coffee, Turkish coffee, the vacuum coffee maker.
Wow, that's crazy. So you must have learned so much through exploring not only the baking side, but also the coffee side. Tell me a little bit about the coffee that you serve here.
When we opened this coffee, we were not expected to open a physical space, actually.
Okay.
For us, it was like, okay, we're gonna have a website and we're gonna sell the coffee from the website. And that started in 2021. So Colombia went into a general crisis. And it's always that issue of like, okay, what can I do for my country without me having to go back? So that accelerated the processes, and we wanted to work with women.
That relationship with people from your country is very important here.
It is, and I think that the thing we try to do here, me and my sister, is how we can do something that represents us and the love that we have for the country that opened the doors to us 21 years ago, saying to us, you can have a future here, you can be safe here, and also we wanted to show the love that we have for the country that we come from. You know? I think for me and my sister, it was a way to be at peace with how we feel like. I love Quebec, but I do love Colombia.
How did you end up here at Lamolet?
I'm from Mexico. I saw in Facebook a bakery with conchas here in Quebec. I used to eat that with my grandmother, when I was little. So I was like, oh no, conchas in Quebec, no. So I came here. It was like the second day from Lamolet. I was like, do you need some help?
Yeah.
I started like that with
On
my
the
friends.
second day
I
of
became
Lamolet?
friends
Wow.
with them.
So you've seen the evolution.
Yes.
You've seen everything grow. You've also
tasted everything.
Yes, it's got your seal of approval. You've also seen the community around Lamolet grow. Who comes here?
In the beginning, it was like mostly Latinos that came like with the same idea as me. Like, okay, roscón from Colombia. Okay, conchas, Mexico.
Churros,
Okay, churros.
sí, buenos. Yeah.
But now with the coffee and also I think with the COVID, it has changed a little bit. Like the people who come here to work.
Tell me a little bit about the Turkish coffee. What do you like about that?
I like that it's very particular, the fact that it is not filtered. At the end, you're gonna have a coffee with a different kind of sensation, a texture in the mouth that is like sand.
Why is that important to you, to respect tradition?
It's because that is gonna show you the real taste of the place. So we try to respect the real recipes, and after we need the approval of an original person from this place.
What's fascinating about you is your passion for international bakery, but also your personal interaction with coffee.
Actually, I am agronome. I studied in Mexico, my bachelor. And after, when I finish, I work with coffee farmers.
Yep.
We built an organization with some friends. We want to try to improve the quality of the life of the farmers. The way that we can improve the conditions, it could be to take out the intermediate persons. So when I moved to Canada, I thought all the time about that, and maybe one day to have a cafe.
Wow.
To bring the coffee directly from the farmers.
So you feel the quality. You understand the quality when you serve it here. You understand the work that's being done on the land.
I have a whole vision of what coffee is, since the plant, the farmers, and the elaboration of the final product.
Tell me a little bit about the coffee, because obviously you've taken time to select the roasters that you're serving here, as much time as you decided to build a library, speak to a community. What's that reflection there?
Right now, the main roaster that we're doing business with is Java Roasters. We share the same values, and they are really nice people.
And they're women in the space, in an industry where it's still a little male-dominated.
Yeah, and they work with small producers, so they know where the coffee is coming from. So it's a very, very nice partnership that we have with them. We're using their coffee, we're selling their bags, but we're also doing a partnership with La Petite Brûlerie from Portneuf, which is owned by a woman, Mélanie. Same thing, we share the same values. She works a lot with small farmers. We wanted to choose who we were working with very carefully.
Why is it important for you to make that decision?
We started our own business also because we wanted to make changes. It takes time to do all this research, and you have to meet a lot of people to finally decide who you're doing business with. But in the long run, I think it's worth it, because why would you do business if you cannot do it according to your values?
They say that in 2012, actually 12% of the coffee in Colombia was produced by women. Today, we talk about 34% of the coffee is is grown by women.
But equality is an issue.
Yeah, it is. It's a job. It's an art that's traditionally patriarchal. When we went to Colombia to talk to those women, the issue was, okay, we do grow coffee, but we're not able to enter in the Colombian market.
So you're trying to change that. You're trying to give a safe space to the people of your neighborhood, to the Colombian community, but you're also trying to do your best to help the people who are in Colombia right now. Mm-hmm. How hard is that?
It's hard because it's a question of knowledge a lot in Colombia, and we're in a country that is really conservative, really patriarchal, and it's not only us helping them, it's also them helping us. That's how I feel it is. Because, I mean, as much as Cristina is starting her business of coffee in Colombia, I'm starting my coffee business too.
Yeah. So she roasts the coffee for you?
She roasts the coffee for us.
Wow.
And that was a big question too, and we're in that question like, should we roast here? But at the same time, we know that some women lives off the fact that they roast for us.
Et voilà. They get more money for their work. How do you transfer all that beautiful culture to a customer that comes in?
Probably what people feel when they come in, how we did the decoration. There's no music right now, but when the music is on, we really try to use music that is traditional. We talk a lot about how we can integrate immigrants into this society, but it's really a work of inclusion. And inclusion includes the person that enters here, and includes me to include him, you know?
It works both ways. Absolutely.
It works both ways, and that's it. So every time we do something, we try to explain to them.
Yeah, it's the conversation.
Yeah.
How do you explain that Lamolet has become a place where different communities from all over the world come together?
I don't know. I like to think that they feel comfortable here.
Yeah.
And also the products that are good, I think.
Exceptional. They're not just good, they're really exceptional. Absolutely. What does tintico mean?
In South America, if you say tinto, usually it's going to be a glass of red wine.
Yes.
If you go to Spain too. But a tinto in Colombia is the way that producers make the coffee in the farms.
Okay.
Okay. So we usually don't have the good part of the coffee. The good coffee is really like
Exported.
So when you're in a farm and we don't have enough coffee, we give you a drink that is tinted.
Ah.
So tintico, so it's tinted. Of coffee.
Okay, tinted coffee.
Tinted coffee. It's more sugarcane than coffee.
Okay.
Then you'll add a little bit of coffee in it, so it's a sugarcane tinted with coffee.
Okay.
So that's a tinto.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So you say that you can make one for me?
Yeah, I can make one for you.
I would really love to taste it.
It's like a sweet coffee.
It's okay. It's going to be my first experience, so I really appreciate it.
I'm gonna show you, this is agua de panela, okay? So if I serve it to you like that.
Oh, snap. So it's the color of raw sugar.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
So just like that is agua panela.
Okay.
And then when you add a coffee in it, it will be tinto.
This is fascinating to me.
That's really traditional.
Your family came here as refugees. You're taking over a business. You're creating a family business. How does your mother feel about this? How does your family feel about this?
At the beginning, for my dad and my mom, it was a hard thing. Because for them, like, being successful, I think, is more like doing a job that's connected to our studies. But at the same time, I feel like they realized how much they were able to show us the good side of our country, show us the good side of our traditions, of our culture.
It's your culture. It's you as a human, but you as a people in that cup. Made by someone in Colombia, served here in Saint-Sauveur, in Quebec City. To me, that is worth every single penny of the world.
But you know,
seriously.
and this knowledge is really my parents.
Oh my God. It's actually really good.
Yeah, it is.
It's incredibly good.
Yeah.
It's sweet, as you just mentioned. Wow.
I'm happy you like it.
It's incredible. And I think I appreciate it even more because I know your story. Wow, that's so good. It's so heartwarming. I feel at home. I feel like I'm in your home here in your cafe. How would I say that?
You would say, en este café se siente como en tu casita.
In tu café se siente como en tu casita.
Exactamente.
Yes.
Ajá. Felicitaciones.
Valentina, gracias.
Con mucho gusto.
Every cup of coffee has a fascinating story behind it, and ultimately, every cup of coffee we choose has a direct impact on the industry.